Hello. Well, I'm at Stoke Park Estate. So, if you recognise this building, big yellow house on the hill. If you know, you know. If you're down in the West Country, in the southwest, then you probably know the building anyway. You can't miss it. So I can't get out at the moment camping. There's just too much going on with Christmas and work and all sorts of other stuff. So still planning to get out, but I don't know when. So I finally made the transition to 4K. But the video you're watching won't be 4K. There's a really good reason for that. We'll go into that a bit later. I'm heading up here, by the way. Testing it out. In the end, I've gone for the DJI Action 4. Osmo Action 4. Hell of a name. But I've been into all the tech, been into all the specs, sensor sizes, looked at the Insta360 new one that's come out. Don't like that. For loads of reasons. But in the end, gone for the Action 4. I think it does everything I need, but I need to test it, I need to try it, I need to learn it. There's a lot of settings to it and things like that. So that's what we're doing. Capturing footage, capturing audio, and just getting out and about. So this is the first time I've had any decent like image stabilization. Although the camera's capable of 4K, 120 frames a second for a little while. I'm only gonna shoot in 2K, which is 1440 pixels high. And there's good reason for that. Done a lot of testing, looked at how people are consuming content on their phones, laptops, Chromebooks, stuff like that. And if you put 1080p and 4K together, it's very hard to tell the difference on those small screens. So shooting in 4K is nice, but unless lots of people are watching it on their big 60-inch TVs, then there's no point really. And it's a massive overhead to capture, process, store 4K stuff. So we're going for 2K, see how that works out for a while. Might change my mind, we'll see. It is very steep. So that's the M32. So I've had a problem recently with waterproof trousers. They're just too sealed, you know, like you get so hot in them and sweating, and I don't like them at all, even in the pouring rain. So I prefer something that will breathe, get wet, dry out, that kind of thing. But it does get extremely muddy and wet and damp at the bottoms. So I'm going for the old Gaiters. I haven't used Gaiters for years, but I'm really enjoying it. Got the benefit of the waterproof bottoms. Yeah, you got breathable top bits of your trousers. You just keep everything nice. They are, I think they were £7 or £8 on Amazon. Cheapest I could find. They're waterproof, they're thin, they're light. You know, for £7 or £8, who cares? But yeah, it's just protects the bottom of the trousers a bit. I like it. Gonna wear them a bit more, I think. Now, as I say, just trying out the action cam, trying to see how it works in the different lights, in the forest, outside of the forest. Not really using the audio on the action cam, I'm just using the Zoom F2. I'm quite enjoying that. Whoa, it's quite muddy, as always. It hasn't stopped raining. But yeah, well, I'll find a little place to sit and then get set up and then have a chat about digital workflow, open source, getting away from any kind of monthly subscriptions for software. Don't like any of that. Never going to pay for that. And yeah, I'll take you through it. Okay. So what we've got going on, let's get the camera out so I can film what is going on. Okay, so we've got the Action 4 on a tripod. It's the Silk Sprint Mini GM. So this tripod is about 20 years old. It's a really good tripod. I really love it. Goes on me with travels abroad. Super light, strong. You can put a big ball head on it if you want, whatever you want really. But for action cam, it's awesome. It's really stable. It's not going to blow over in the wind. You can put weights on the bottom of it and all that kind of stuff. So yeah, in terms of recording stuff, everything now comes in a little bag like this. So that's my 4K recording audio, 32-bit float, and the action cam, and there's a little tripod in there and all sorts of bits, pieces, batteries and things. And this is about 500 grams, so everything goes in there. And then I've got a selfie stick. I like the flip lock ones, and aluminium rather than plastic. So I've had this for years as well. It's awesome. This is a Yongteng 088. Recently I just found a little hook. It's got a hot shoe mount, not a hot shoe mount, a tripod mount hole, 1/8 inch in the bottom. So I got a little hook that fits in there with a rubber seal. So now I can hook a weight on that and I can use it like a gimbal. So that's pretty good. I'll do a separate video on that. So gone to a different workflow for all my videos now, using Kdenlive for the video editing, free and open source, amazing. Using Tenacity, which is a fork of Audacity, which you've probably heard of for audio processing. I've gone quite deep down the rabbit hole of audio processing, so hopefully that'll improve the audio going forward. I'm using Raw Therapy for raw photo editing, which is amazing, another open source. Inkscape for vector design if I want to do graphics and stuff to go in a video, like backgrounds for text and stuff like that. I use Inkscape. Pixlr for photo editing, quite basic but layered, do levels and curves and all that kind of stuff, and it's free. You can use it online or on your computer. And I had to solve the problem of storing all my footage forever. Now I have been using offline hard drives, local hard drives, which is fine, but you end up collecting these hard drives and they don't get spun up, or the SSDs don't get exercised very often. They get put in a drawer and stuff. So it's not ideal. So I needed a better solution. So what I've done is looked at all of the online cloud data storage options out there. Some are very expensive, some are more professional, which I don't need. I just need a place where I can dump as much data as I want and it will be there forever and I don't have to worry about it. Get it off my laptop and stuff like that. So I've gone for a company called JotaCloud. I think it's in Norway. But this is a cloud storage, but they got a nice web front end and they got an app for your desktop as well. And their deal is you can pay £8 a month, which is quite cheap, for unlimited storage, as much as you want, terabytes, whatever you want. So how they do that is for the first few uploads, it's really fast. And then after a certain limit, they limit the upload speed to about 2 megabits per second, so quite slow, but it's unlimited. So you can download it all overnight or whatever you want to do, and by the morning it's all done, stored in the cloud, you can get it back whenever you want. It's all secure and safe and all that. Private. So I'm using JotaCloud now and I'm really enjoying it. It's really good, really easy. All my stuff's there, I don't have to worry about it anymore. If I change laptops, I don't have to transfer any of it, it's all on there. And yeah, so I got all the raw footage, all of the process footage, all the audio, everything, images, thumbnails and stuff like that, all up in the cloud that you can get at any time. So if YouTube decides to delete all my stuff, I've still got it all, which can happen, I've heard. And yeah, it's good. So that's my new sort of workflow. Maybe I'll do a separate video on that, of taking it all in, doing all the work on it, post-production on the audio, grading on the video, and then getting it out and compiling it and stuff, transitions and all that. I might do a video on that, we'll see. But I'm completely free of any cost, completely free of any licensing, completely free of any copyright or restrictions like that, and not dependent on the cloud for processing, which I really like. I don't like Adobe Creative Cloud, I hate it. I don't want to pay any monthly fees for all of that, because some months I'll be heavy using, some months I won't use it at all, I might not use it for 6 months and then I'll use it again. So I don't want any monthly fees on that. So yeah, at the moment it's proven really, really good. So that's where I am at the moment. This forest is lovely. Yeah, so 4K situation, yeah, 4K is too heavy for me. People are not consuming it on a size of screen that would warrant 4K in general. So I'm going to go for 2K. I could do 1080p, but I'll just do it as 2K for now, because if you're on a 15-inch laptop, you can see the difference. Yeah, I'm just going to go down that route for a while. Reasonable file sizes, good for storage, and yeah, it's easy to manage on the timeline for editing and things. So yeah, I'm going to go down that route. So that's all good. So I'm out today really, just test the camera and catch up a little bit and explain why I'm not out camping at the moment, because there's a lot going on. But yeah, just enjoying it at the moment. So I'll do some shots through the forest and then we'll see where we are. Thanks for coming along for this little trip. Not much going on, but Thanks for help testing my kit, and catch you in the next one. Cheers, bye.